All right, we are back again, and smooth riding. 5 tier 1 subscriptions. I also didn't get the winner from that last one, as it was Echoholics winning that one. So we'll get that done. Yeah, and again, I do not know why my OBS is giving me this trouble today. I'm gonna have to between this one and the next one, I'll have to take a look. But we're gonna get another prediction running here. As I said, Lost versus Apollo's Axe in this one. And Lost will be on the right in blue, as I don't have that currently. I will get those names swapped on the stream here in just a moment. Once I get this this one in, as the teams are readying up. So it sounds like, well, I'm not really sure what the situation is, as we are missing a player here from, oh, but you know, I'm just rambling. Doc is still with me. Doc, yeah, I mean, these two teams have not been casted yet, both currently down in the bronze division, but like I said, I'm expecting a good game out of these guys.
Well, kudos to Apollo's Axe, the orange team. They have 3 going against 4 for Lost. Both of these are bronze teams. Both of these have, well, it looks like Lost played in Season 2, and Apollo's Axe is new this season, so here they go. Jumping out of the tubes, and to the disc first, it's Lost. They're going to have an opportunity in the orange bubble on the floor. Picking it up is Striderman 424. But now Jive Coast picks it up, and it looks like the disc is now picked up by Striderman. Striderman down to Akitor, who sends it in for 2. Getting used to these names here.
And there you go. That's your first goal, round 1 there from Lost. Just 21 seconds in, Striderman to Akitor. And so will be Apollo's Axe with this joust advantage. Now, I know the reference is, of course, to Apollo Creed from Rocky. Of course, I'm kidding. Apollo, the Greek, from Greek mythology. But whenever I hear Apollo these days, it just makes me think of Battlestar Galactica. Somebody in the chat is going to get that reference. So this one bouncing into the Apollo's Axe bubble there, picked up by Akitor. 8 meters per second, little lob there. Going to put it in for the second goal of round 1 here. Just a few minutes in, and Lost is up by 4.
Apollo's Axe, if they're going to have any chance, they're really going to have to keep control of the disc. When you lose the disc and you're playing against a team that's got one more man, their stacks are just always going to be faster. So Jive Coast now sending it in, but sending it loose and bouncing around the ceiling. It'll be picked up by Fonsky. Fonsky working his way. He's got an opportunity. He ducks. He sends it in, but no. Picked back up by Edie Raven. Oh, but saved by Almond Earth. Almond Earth, and they're going to send it back. Picked up by Jive Coast on the floor. They're spread out. Apollo's Axe, they're making their moves. A little bit of jive moves from the Jive Coast, but great defense by Lost, and now it'll bounce around back toward mid.
And yeah, as you pointed out, chat's pointing out, yeah, the 3v4. We started with 4v4 before the cast, before we went live, back live. Not sure what happened with the 4th player. It is unfortunate here for Apollo's Axe, as this one's going to be tracked down there by Ed Raven, as this otherwise looks like a fairly decent matchup. But yeah, that 4v3, that's really hard to contend with at any level of play.
Yeah, as you say, Apollo's Axe is looking really good, but it's just hard to play with the person down. So let's see what they can do. They've got the disc now in their hands. It looks like Jive Coast is their quarterback. He's going to work his way. He's going to pass it along, even though he wasn't under any pressure. They might want to look at that and force them to get under pressure first. But Fonsky working his way along the floor. He's going to pass it back to Jive Coast. Jive Coast back to Edie Raven on the shoulder, and he scores for 2.
There you go. That's Apollo's Axe is going to get 2 points on the board here in this 3v4, as chat is really liking that one. As now will be Lost here with this joust advantage. Going to be handled there by Striderman. Striderman looking to send that one out. Does get it all the way down and into the hands of Akitor, taking the shot. That was quick. How quick was that? 8 seconds.
Yeah, and Jive Coast hopping out, taking the gamble to try and steal the pass, didn't quite get there, and that left the goal open. But when you're a man down, sometimes you got to take chances like that.
Oh, and I do see the player who was here is that's a lost position now in chat, right? Oh no, maybe not. Lost position. Were you the player that was in here earlier that's no longer in? What happened? That's not criticism. The people want to know. The people have a right to know. Of course, I'm kidding about that last bit.
The people have a right. And the disc now bouncing along on the ceiling. Lost with under no pressure. The Apollo's Axe looking to get together. Edie Raven stealing it and sending it in. It will bounce off the flat part, but Striderman and all 4 blue members of the crew are there before any Apollo's Axe member can get there. So Stubbs is going to decide to take a shot, but it will bounce off Geo. It'll bounce around, and who will pick it up first? Striderman is in the area, but Jive Coast is able to tap it out toward the back line for Lost. Lost sending it in. Striderman now stunned out, and Edie Raven with some great defense. Now, oh, but what a save! Fonsky keeping his team in the game for the moment, but there are so many Lost players in the bubble. But Fonsky picks it up, and he will clear it, or no, the clear takes an ugly bounce, and it'll be picked up, and what a chaotic scene here, Dimwi.
Chaotic it is, and also, yeah, I realized, as Lufa points out, it's in the name. Yeah, I realized it literally right after I said it. Yeah, because of course, lost precision. That's why I started questioning it right there at the end. And then now, yeah. So apologies, Lost, of course, here on Lost. It's in the name. As Almond Earth looking to send that one in, he does. Hits it for the 3, or excuse me, the 2. Lost now up by 9. Now, Lost position, do you happen to have any inside information as to what happened to Apollo's 4th player? Because I'm curious, because they were here. They were here. And we were expecting to see them back before we started, because you see that plenty where you have 4, and then someone drops, they come back, they seem to restart. I know they were waiting a little bit, but not long enough to kill a battery, I would presume. As Ed Raven sending that one in, gonna take a bounce there. Sky, ooh, that was dangerously close, made me nervous. As Strider was trying to get their Jive, comes away with a Jive, looking to send that one in, but Strider does get that grab and sends it away.
Disc is now bouncing around on Apollo's Axe side, and the Lost team is, their stacks were together quicker, and they do pick it up. Stubbs now passes to Akator off the nest, and that'll bring him up by 11. Just getting really hard for Apollo's Axe right now. Down a man, down 11 points, 3 minutes to go. You just got to keep playing.
So Apollo's Axe will handle this one once again on this joust advantage. Currently down by 11 with 3 minutes to go. But the performance, I mean, watching this one, because I was expecting this to be a good game in the 4v4, and as I watch the players play, I do believe had we gotten that 4v4, this would have been a very good game, because these are all really good players here. As that one's going to go, Stubbs sending that one, but it goes quite a bit wide. Striderman handling that one on the back line, sending this one in. Is going to hit Akator. Akator going to gingerly send that one, looking for Stubbs, as it takes some bounces there that I was not able to track, but Stubbs picking it up. Excuse me, sending him across there to Almond Earth, who will send that one in for the 2, and that's a 13-point lead to Lost.
Yeah, Dimly, it makes it tough to analyze. It makes it tough to give critique or point out, where some folks are maybe could change a strategy or do something a little better, because yeah, when you're down a guy, it just you're just Abchu said it best. They're at a disadvantage. His expert opinion.
So Striderman gonna handle this one. Less activity to go here in this first round. Looking for an option. Does send that one in. He's gonna hit Akator. Akator now with it, sending that one crossing for Almond Earth. And ooh, another player dropping out here for Lost. So we now are in a 3v3 situation. So suddenly, a whole new ball game, as they say, as Almond Earth is gonna pick this one up. Turning it around now. Gonna walk it. Has a lane. Maybe gonna take it. He is gonna take it, and he sends it in. Hits it for the 2, and that is a 15-point lead.
Almond Earth taking the disc in unopposed, and there's a saying in basketball: you've got to stop ball, and that means you can't just let someone take the ball and shove it down your throat, and that's exactly what Almond Earth did there. He just walked straight from the midline and got all the way in and sent one in. So Apollo's Axe has an opportunity. Lost, not asking for a reset, but they now have the disc. Akator is going to send it in, saved by Edie Raven, and now it's 4v3 for Apollo's Axe. But
no, I do believe Stubbs was the player for
sure.
Lost. Yeah, Stubbs was the player for Lost. He just, when he rejoined on the wrong team there. I expect to see, yeah, there it is. He swapped back as Ed Raven is going to get that one cleared out through that far side tube all the way down. Now making its way into the bubble, where Stubbs will be there to pick that one up now. So back at full strength is Lost. Still down a man is Apollo's Axe. Jive trying to get there at a good leech. Was very close to getting that quick opportunity. Under 20 seconds to go as Fonzie's going to handle this one on the back line. Look for the impasse. Picked up there by Almond Earth. Almond Earth going to send that one out. Takes a few bounces there. Going to bounce around. Now up to the ceiling. 8 seconds to go. Maybe one more shot. One more opportunity. Almond Earth loses a handle on it, and that'll be the end. Maybe one more shot. Excuse me. And that will be the end of round one. 17-2 to Lost.
Well, like you said, Dimwi, it's just a little bit of a shame. Apollo's Axe sticking in there, putting up a good fight, but just too much from Lost. Lost, on the other hand, they're looking really strong. Their stacks look really solid, and they look mean when they set up their offense. They've gotten a couple of bubble offensive possessions together. Their passing looks really strong, and yeah, they look like a really solid team so far.
Yeah, they absolutely do, and as you pointed out, you know, it is a shame that we're not able to see that 4v4, that even strength game, because Apollo's Axe, not bad players. I mean, you see all three of their players picking up 2 saves apiece in that first round. That's notable when you're playing 4v3, and then you got 3 assists there to Strider Man. I almost called him by the wrong name. What was my favorite match to cast this season? Buddy, we're only in week 4. We're only in week 4. Like, I mean, I have done quite a few casts already. Of course, not as many as Powdor has. Not nearly as many as Powdor has. Small Sick, apparently pocket dialing, pocket watching the stream here. I know I did that once on Reddit. I spammed a subreddit horribly with comment after comment that looked like that, as a small saying, I dropped my phone, and we are back here in round 2 between Apollo's Axe and Lost, as Apollo's Axe did get that victory on the joust, the first touch on the joust, but now Akator with it, sending that shot in, is going to hit it off the post on the way in. Good for the 3. Lost is up by 3.
Akator is putting on a show here. That was really smooth. Picking up the disc, easy tap off the wall, spin around, send it in at an angle. Beautiful shot.
So Jive coast with it, sending that one down. Is going to hit just out of reach of the intended target. Unfortunately, that was very, very close. Those are hard. Those are definitely hard passes to make. They are straight shots, but there's so much stuff in the way that they really need to be very, very accurate. As that one is going to bounce off the root. The root block there loose. Ed Raven trying to clear that one out. Bounces back in. Stubbs tapping it forward. Going to hit Almond Earth. Almond Earth is going to plant it for the 2 there, and they are up by 5.
The Lost picking up right where they left off. Scoring, making Apollo's Axe pay for every mistake. Apollo's Axe, you got to feel for them. They're here. They're staying in. They're fighting. I'm just rooting for them to get some scores and get some good feels from this game.
So Jive sending that one over to Ed Raven. Ed Raven sending this one in. We might get an opportunity here. Goal was open. It was only for a moment. That was Fonsky. Was looking for the opportunity there. He's going to get stunned out, unfortunately. And now Almond Earth sending that one up to Striderman. Striderman. A little lag there, but he's all right. Actually, that might have just been me. Long shot. Almond Earth is gonna play the goalie. He's trying to send it back to Striderman. You hate to see it. Striderman is gonna get stunned out there by Fonsky, although Akator gets it back. Akator, you get stunned out. That one's up to the ceiling. It will be picked up there by Stubbs. Stubbs sending that one in to Almond Earth. Almond Earth now sending in the shot. Picked up now by Striderman. Striderman looking for another one, and there it is. A good hook shot there. They're up by 7.
He gets his points, even if it wasn't 3. I thought that long shot was going in. But yeah, picked up by his teammate and lost. They still pick up 2, though. Up by 7.
Sweet Tooth. That's called bacon. Well, 80s Viper with some bits there, man. Thank you very much for that. Jive Coast with it now. Walking this one up. Guys, it's called bacon. Oh, Jive gets his pocket pick there. Striderman was hiding. Striderman sending this one in, taking a bounce there up to the ceiling. Striderman gets it back. Taking that shot. That one goes a bit wide. Bouncing back in the teammate's hand. Almond Earth with it there. Almond Earth looking for a shot. Actually, a pass there. Akator places it for the 2. They're up by 9.
It's a great example. I mean, there are only 3 defenders here, but just the precision of the passing, the patience. Watch this replay. You'll see really good example of bubble offense from Lost.
Yes, Sweet Tooth, cereal with soup. As this one is going to be handled. I just started a fight. Uh-oh! That one is going to hurt as Akator is going to hit that one for the 3. That's a 12-point lead here to Lost. Just 3.5 minutes in.
Yeah, the wheels really starting to fall off for Apollo's axe here. Down by 12, just 4 minutes into this round. Let's see. You know, this is when you start as a team making plans like, all right, let's just not get mercied. You know, and just like that, Almond Earth picks it back up for Lost, picks it down for Stubbs. Stubbs has an open goal. He can't quite make it. So Apollo's axe still has a chance here to not get mercied, but the disc is bouncing around, and Lost is just looking like sharks in the water right now.
Akator
over to Striderman. Striderman bounces off the... Whoa! Just gets it off the 3D part of the backboard, that pyramid there, and just missing that shot. And back to Akator. Akator is going to work his way. He passes to Striderman, but they're back on the attack, and just like that, Striderman dips, ducks, and dives it in. Take him up by 14.
That's right, he's got the 5 Ds of dodgeball there. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. And that's going to be, as you said, a 14-point lead here as we approach the halfway mark of the second round. It'll be Apollo's axe coming out with this shots advantage. Jive going to chuck that one down, look for Hail Mary, but Stubbs is there to pick it up. Stubbs going to chuck it right back. Taking a bounce there to that far side wall. Going to get caught in the trap, bouncing around. Picked up now by Stubbs. Stubbs looking for, well, he's going to walk it right now because he has all the space. Takes a shot as the goal was left empty. And there they go. 17-point lead here in this second round.
But Stubbs getting his name on the board, adding some score himself. 14 meters away, that was a pretty nice 3. Lost, now just 3 points away from a mercy win. Can Apollo, oh, they just maybe decided to give up. Not fully sure, but that'll do it for this game. Lost, taking it 20-0 in round 2.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. You know, as we're, you know, we all know 3v4s are not easy, and you can also be fairly confident that had Apollo's axe been able to field that 4th player, they would have. So that, you know, it's certainly not a choice, and I got to give him credit for playing it out nonetheless. As someone pointed out, they could have. There was you know, they maybe could have tried to find a substitute for this one, but they still played it out nonetheless, and they played it the whole way through. They gave it their all. They tried to get those goals. You know, they knew the situation they were in, and they ran with it. So I got to give props to those guys. I will keep an eye out for them in the future to get them another cast with their proper squad, because you know that's that one doesn't feel fun. But Lost is going to get a solid victory off of this one. As you pointed out, a mercy victory in that second round, 70-2 in the first. 20 points there from Akator. Well, I'm pretty sure I've played in a pubs. in a pub once or twice, and I'm pretty sure he has aggravated me in a pub from making me look bad. So I don't know if that's actually true, but I remember his name, and that's probably why. That's usually why I remember people's names from pubs. So it's because you probably made me look bad in a good way, in a bad way for me, in a good way for you. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, not gonna hang on for too much longer here. I don't know if you have any parting words for the lovely people there, Doc.
Do we need any more for the people tonight?
We do. There's a lot more going on this evening. Actually, in 25 minutes, I'll be over on channel 2, bringing everybody Mexicans in the Mist versus Team Geometry. And then in a little less than an hour at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 West, Palador, Rocks Titan, and So Much Subtlety gonna bring you Spaghetti versus Kangarillas. And that is that's a game. Don't miss that one. That's all. I don't know. I could try to hype it, but I don't think I need to. If you're not watching that game, that's one of those games. I'm gonna say it right now. If you're not watching that one, you're wrong. So definitely come back in an hour for that one. If you want to hop on over to channel 2 in about 25 for the other one, and I'll be over there. So yeah, for now, I've been SirDimwi. That was DocEducation. This is VRML 1. We thank you very much for watching. You have a wonderful 25 minutes.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.